Thinking about selling your house so that you can make a move? Here's a mistake I see way too much. Homeowners sinking hundreds, if not thousands, into the wrong things thinking it's gonna help them make more money. The problem is that many times it may move the needle when it comes to the sales price, but not so much when it comes to your bottom line from the sale. So let me walk you through the things that will do that. And if you stick around, I'm gonna share with you one repair that almost everyone overlooks, but buyers notice immediately. Most buyers don't always think about the things that you might think they're gonna care about. So based on my experience, here are the top repairs or updates that will make a difference. And a couple that I would probably skip. Hey, real quick, before we do jump into that, if this is your first time here, my name's Jose and I am your SoCal Realtor. We help Inland Empire homeowners sell smart, buy their next home better, and move with confidence. So if you are thinking about making a move, don't hesitate to reach out. My team and I, we are here and ready to help. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and get into this. Some of the top repairs or updates that will add to your bottom line are: number one, paint and patch. Fresh paint on your walls is hands down one of the best returns on your money that you can get.
Crazy, what a deal. It's
gonna make your house feel new and clean and best of all, move-in ready. When you add neutral or light colors to the walls, it really does a phenomenal job of just brightening up and opening up the space in your house. Oh, and of course, if you do have any dings or marks in the walls, I highly encourage you to patch those before you do any painting, because trust me, buyers will notice things like that. And if there's a few too many of them, more times than not, it tends to put a mental ding for that buyer on any offers that they might have been thinking about. Number two, fix any broken items. What I mean by that is taking care of little things like, for instance, loose doorknobs or leaky faucets or burned out light bulbs or squeaky hinges. I can't tell you how many times I've seen little things like that leave a buyer start to wonder, if they couldn't take care of this stuff, is there something bigger going on here that we should be worried about? Number three is refreshing the yard.
This one again.
Yes, I know. This one probably sounds overplayed, right? But trust me, curb appeal does definitely matter. Definitely not saying that you need to go crazy, add like a water fountain or anything. Not at all. I'm just talking about the little stuff. Simple things like making sure that the yard is neatly mowed and trimmed, or hedges are neatly trimmed, or any flower, if you have flower beds or planters around the property, making sure that you add fresh mulch, or assuming you have mulch. If you don't have mulch, then I would definitely add mulch, because I would say just making sure that you have nice new fresh mulch in there. If the flowers are looking kind of, maybe what I would do is nothing expensive, but add just a few, maybe a handful of flowers, something nice and colorful. Just the bottom line is you want it to be nice, inviting, and warm when that buyer pulls up to the front of the house. Believe me when I say this, buyers start to develop a feeling for your house from the curb before they ever even walk inside. And a bonus tip, light fixtures and hardware. Swapping outdated light fixtures or cabinet pulls or faucets, things like that can instantly give your house a much more modern look and feel. Because look, I cannot tell you how many times I have personally seen buyers, and I'm not saying that they're going through your house doing mental calculations of what your house is worth, not saying that, but you can see that they do feel the difference as we're walking through different houses. Hey, by the way, if you are finding this helpful, I put together a free seller's checklist that it goes even deeper into everything you should be doing to get your house ready for sale. In fact, it's the same list that I personally go over with my own clients in helping them prep their house for sale the smart way. You can grab it after the video is over, but you'll find the link in the description below. Of course, there are a few things that you do not need to be spending money on it. Unless, of course, you're doing it for yourself. This is something you plan on enjoying for yourself for the next few years. But if that's not the case, a full kitchen or bathroom remodel almost never pays off doing right before you sell. Look, the new buyers of your house, they might enjoy the new countertops you installed, or they might just rip them out to replace with something else that matches their own personal style. The bigger point, though, is the return on what you spend is almost never there. Same as with high-end flooring. Unless your carpet is just completely trashed, completely destroyed, you are going to be way better off just cleaning the carpet rather than replacing it with something new, or especially replacing with anything high-end. Now, the thing I mentioned at the beginning though, what is it that gets overlooked but buyers always notice? It's your front door.
Whoa, God, yuck, yuck, yuck.
If it could use a fresh coat of paint or a new knob or handle or maybe even just simply cleaning it up, I cannot tell you how big of an impact that can make. Think about it. Every buyer, they're standing right there, right in front of your door, waiting for their agent to open the door. And if your door looks worn out or beat up, well, that's what they're staring at. That's one of the first impressions that they are getting of your house. One of those mental dings I was talking about earlier that they're getting of your house, and they haven't even walked inside yet. As I mentioned earlier, don't forget to download my free seller's checklist. It breaks down exactly what you should focus on, what you don't need to focus on when getting your house ready for sale. And as I mentioned earlier, the link to download that is in the description below. Of course, if you do have any questions, or if you are thinking about buying or selling, my contact information is also below. Feel free to reach out. Otherwise, until then, I'll catch you on the next one.